you to speak, to get more confidence, and to get more fluency to speak. Also, you can find lessons and join study groups by going to tnt.com.br, the website, and sometimes, usually we post it at the end of the meeting so you can know more about TNT. And I hope you guys feel welcome here. I'm really excited about this topic because it's really new to me. Also, I'm learning just as much as you guys. So I hope it's we have a nice time, have fun, and respect each other, and just hang out here. I know it's late. It's a commitment we're making to be here at this time of the day, and I hope it works. It's worth for you. Okay. So I believe we're gonna split the rooms now, right?
That's right. I'm doing so right now.
Okay. Gonna see you in a minute. So if you don't get an invitation for any group, that means you're in the main room and you'll be on YouTube with me, and let's have some fun.
There you go, guys. So right now we'll be introducing ourselves. Eita, eu coloquei ela lá. Ah, não, ela tá aqui. Oxi. Ai, que droga. Eu não deletei a sala. 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 Não deletei a sala. I haven't deleted the room, as you see. So everybody's coming back because I forgot to delete it. God damn it. Like almost a year doing it, guys, and I can and I will forget it. God damn it. Arthur, please come back. He's all alone. What is Arthur thinking right now? Because he's alone in the breakout room. What is going on in his mind right now? Is the meeting over? We're done? Is life just a simulation? Is it a joke? God damn it. 5 seconds. Yes, 5 seconds. Come back, Arthur, come back. Okay, there you go. Okay. Here's back. Okay. So my bad, guys, my bad. Let me create it. Take a look. The meeting is over, Arthur. How did you like it? Did you enjoy the conversation?
Was so fast.
No, just kidding. My bad, man.
So fast.
All right, guys.
I stayed alone, and I think, what happened?
I knew it. My bad, guys. There you go. Let me move you, room 2, and delete it. Okay. See you. And Sada is here. Sada is here. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are now introducing ourselves. Go on, Sada.
Okay, so as usual, we're gonna start by presenting ourselves, talk a little about something people may don't know about you. So I'll start. My name is Sarah. I'm a business student. I've been here on TNT for a few weeks now. I'm also taking courage to learn French, so I've been attending to meetings on Mondays. Yesterday, as I participated, and it's really great. I'm really excited to be a part of TNT. I'm trying to become a hostess as Melissa, and for me, it's really worth it because I feel more confident already, and it's nice to practice, to have this real environment to practice our conversation. I'm 26. I live in Ilhas, Bahia, and I love going to the beach. What about you, Thais? Can you present yourself, please?
Yes, of course. So, hello, girls. Nice to be here with you all. I am Thais. I am 24 years old. I study international relations, and I work in a game company. I have been here on TNT since the last year, I think, since the pandemic. And that's it. What about you, Luana?
Good evening. I'm Luana. I'm 32. I'm living in Minas Gerais with my husband and my kids and my dog and my father-in-law. I have degree in pedagogy and I have degree in science biology. I work at school as a tutor. Yes.
What do you teach at school?
Oh my gosh, it's hard to say it in English, but it's for kids. It is
Okay.
kids.
It's nice. How about you, Melissa?
Right.
Go ahead.
So thanks. So my name's Melissa, but you can call me Mel. I'm 20. Oh my goodness. I am 20 years old. I'm 20 and I'm based in São Paulo. I live with my solo mom and my grandparents. And I work in education and I love to teach children. Luana, what do you prefer? Children or teenagers? You must say children. Teenagers must, I don't know, must end it. Teenagers must has an end. Just kidding, guys. But I love to teach children as well. Yes,
I,
Lu.
lo- I love the children,
Mhm.
but I love kids as well. So for me, it doesn't matter how is, who is. But if I can choose for do this for a long time, I teach. I teach
I see.
kids.
I see. I must confess, teenagers, we must put an end at it. Just kidding, guys, because anyways, I prefer to work with children or adults, you know. But anyways, and currently I'm trying to get into a business college. So that's nice to know that Sarah is a business student. So that's basically it, guys. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, so just a quick pause to say, if you're watching this video, we love teenagers. So Melissa is not threatening any teenagers here. So guys, let's go to the questions. First question is, have you heard, have you ever heard of selectivism or collectivism? What do you understand by this concept? I will start answering and then I will choose someone to answer after me, okay? For me, it's a new concept. Like Melissa said, I wasn't familiar with it, but after seeing the video and reading some articles about it, to make the questions, I could understand it is something that is in my daily life, and it's about online activism, how we use internet to make changements, to demand for changes. I'm sorry, and you can also engage with other people. For me, this is what the concept is about. And selectivism, it's some kind of a bad way to say it, to put like it's a lazy way to do like online activism. Like you're doing something because you're doing this online because you don't have the guts, or you don't want to stay to do this in real life. This is selectivism as far as I could understand. And you, Thais, your answer, please.
Yes, I am trying to understand better this term like selectivism. I think that collectivism it's easier to understand because we make the association, yes, but selectivism, I don't know what is, but watching the video, I have an idea. I think that by the context, it's maybe when you try to, I don't know, involve yourself with, how can I say it? Petitions, it's correct, petitions, yes, petitions, and hashtags and things like that, maybe. But I never heard about that. It's a new term for me, both of them. And that's it. I think that I can talk more in the other questions, maybe. And what do you think, Mel?
So let me just recap right here. Have you ever heard of slacktivism or splitivism? So I have never heard of it, but I was kind of familiar with the concept. I mean, I used to think that, God damn it, if I sign this petition, I used to have thoughts like, if I sign this petition, will it work? Will it has any impact in a certain cause? You know, like, will changing my profile picture to support LGBTQIA plus community, will it change anything? You know? So I used to think about that, or any other cause. So I used to think about that, you know? So I have never heard of this term again. And that's basically it. But I was familiar with, I used to think about it, you know, in a certain way. And by the way, thank you for the disclaimer, Sarah. I don't hate teenagers, okay? I just don't have the hang of dealing with them at my workplace. Out of my workplace, okay. But at my workplace, kind of hard. That's it.
What about you, Laura?
I never ever heard of this concept, and I understand so little things about it, but about that. But I watching the video and listen Mel, I also put my profile picture for support to me on for support. Think needs support.
Yeah, it's a challenge for all of us because it's a new term. Although we know what it's about, online activism, we see it every day, but we will learn today, I hope, including myself. Yeah, let's go to the second question. Have you ever took part in some kind of activism? If so, what did you do? I mean, did you, by this question, you can say, oh, I signed a petition or I changed my profile picture. To me, I guess I shared some donations to help others here. In December, we had flows. It's like it rained and the water was everywhere. We lost shops. Some people lost their houses and they needed help. And this, I shared some accounts to people know how to help my people here in my state, Bahia, in the city I live. We were affected as well, not me and my family, but other people I know. And I think this is important to do because, as we saw in the video, many people, um, more people can see it when you do it, when you put online, but you should also do something in real life, like you know someone, you should ask directly to them how to help, if they need clothes, if they need food or anything like that. This is just an example I can remember right now, but there are other ways to help, you know. It's really important if you know exactly what the people need and not just what you want to do for them. This is the way I see it. I don't know if I make myself clear, but and you, Thais.
Well, in my case, I am always involved in this type of things because, well, I am vegan, so I always fight and I am always involved with this stuff. Like I remember, oh, sorry for my alarm. Wait a minute. My cell phone was just
That's okay.
making sound here. But I remember that the first time that I went to a protest was like 2012, maybe. I was very, very, very young. And I convinced my father to go with me to Paulista Avenue because a protest was happening there for animals. And I remember that had a case of a pit bull that was killed before it, how can I say, mordeu? It hurted a kid, you know, and they just killed the dog. And yes, there was a protest happening there. And after that, I started to involve myself more and more in the cause, and I was a volunteer in 3 ONGs, all associated with animal causes. And yeah, I always try to pass the message in my social media, in Instagram, and like you, Sarah, I always try to share profiles, share information with people, not just like militar on the social media, you know, but teach people. Yes, because when you put yourself like in a violent position or a positive position, normally people just don't want to hear you, you know. But when you put yourself in a soft position, and I will show you why I fight for this and why I believe in that, it's easier to people hear you, you know. So I try to use this way in the things that I believe, and that's it. And you, Luana?
So what I did is sign some petition for save the Amazon, I guess, something like this, and change my profile, my picture profile for support. It's the only thing.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the end.
It's the only thing that I did.
Yeah, but your experience, right? So it's important. It matters, you know. And you, Melissa, are you as engaged as Thais or no, different?
I mean, nowadays, I must confess that I'm not engaged in causes, but I mean, let me make my point on what Tai said. I agree with you 100%. I tend to share like educational stuff, you know, and rather than updating my profile picture, okay, there must be a good impact and stuff, but I rather share educational stuff. For example, I don't know how can I say it in English, but my mom, she is a religious person, so she usually attends Umbanda groups, you know, and there is such a prejudice against this religion, you know, and from my family, like from my family and stuff. And I just get so mad when I am faced with this kind of prejudice. So I tend to share educational stuff on that subject and demystify things that are made up towards this religion, you know, that I can't stand. So I rather share those things. In 2014, I took part in an organization that was promoting a Children's Day in a suburbs that another zone here in São Paulo, and it was amazing. I was there to teach English and come up with dynamics so that I could entertain the children. And it was so nice. I didn't post anything on social media. Maybe I should, to raise awareness, you know, because I think that online activism doesn't display the offline activism. I think they both work together, you know, they both contribute a lot. And yeah, there is this way that I volunteered in this Children's Day, and it was amazing. The children were like in need of love, in need of attention, you know, and it was just wonderful. That's it. And also, by the way, I took part in a protest by my teacher. My teacher engaged us when I was in high school, and in 2017. I didn't tell my mother, and she can't understand English. She's right there. I hope she can't understand me right now because I lied to her. and I went to Police Avenue. I said, Mom, I am going to a party, like to MASP, you know, to MASP. And then I went to a protest, you know, it was nice. That's it. I forgot the cause, but it was some about education. And at the time I used to study at ETEC, so it has something to do with ETEC. That's it.
You guys are more engaged than me. I need to learn more. What I said about being educational, sharing education things. It's more important because sometimes I just share my opinions in a strong way. You know, I need to learn more about it. How to help people, how to make them understand a point of view. You know, really nice. That is your answer. I really like. Luana, can you read the next question, please, and answer?
Okay. Do you believe showing support for a cause on social media is effective? Can you think of any situation when that was helpful? Um, I believe if you want to support something, what you need to do this. You can, if you can, you need to do this, and if you do, just do it. You know, because I don't know how can you use this expression in English, but if help, good. If not help, you do something for this. You know, you do something. Uh, that is matter for me, in my opinion. So I don't know when that was helpful. Is I guess any situation, any demonstration um, of strong of support help in a way, you know, in right way, in some way, yeah, in some way. I guess
Yeah, I gotta take the first step somehow. I was thinking about me too because I saw in the video, but I thought about it when I was searching more about collectivism, and it makes sense for me because it's really brave for these women to put themselves out there and just share such delicate stuff about their work environment and what they have suffered. And I think it was helpful because it gave more people the courage to share, to maybe try to change something. I didn't know about the money it was raised for help them to get to take legal actions, and this makes even better. This makes the movement even more meaningful to me, you know. So I was thinking about this example. What about you? So I had a little prejudice about it, about collectivism, but I can see it now. I can see more clearly how it can be effective in real life, you know. And you, Melissa, Mel,
Sure.
what do you think?
So, I mean, as I said before, I think that online activism doesn't replace offline activism. I think they both work together. And an example, guys, do you remember the Beagle course, which was a lab that used to test on beagles? And there was a cause on the internet and everything.
Royal Institute.
Yep. Would you like to talk more about that, Thais? Because I barely remember it.
No, I just remember that. I remember that I have the contact of some protectors there, and I followed the situation where they just go to the institute and just took the dogs off.
Yeah.
You know, just have these memories too, not so much.
Yeah, that's totally it. So another example, I don't think I can remember it as well, right? But Big Brother Brazil, guys, there was a guy who like punched or kind of coerced a girl, Emily, I think. It was like a Big Brother edition, I think 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. And the internet, like, they were showing support for Emily, and this girl didn't recognize that she was being violented, and there was a bunch of stuff on internet. Everybody signed petition stuff and trying to support it. And Globo kind of kicked him out. Do you guys remember it? I think it's Emily, but it's something like that. And there are a bunch of other examples that I won't remember right now, that I don't know. But yeah, I think that showing support for a cause on social media, it's good to spread the word, it's good to spread the word, to raise awareness, because I'm sure that there's a bunch of things that we have no idea, causes that we have no idea that's going on, so I find it like pretty useful when it comes to raising awareness, and educating people as well, and start to engage people, because once you sign a petition in a certain cause, maybe you will contribute it with money, maybe you will engage in a deeper level, so maybe it's a first step. That's my point tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking about Avaz. I don't know if you heard about it. It's a platform where you sign a petition and you keep getting just other petitions, other causes you can contribute to. So it's a way to not only engage in one cause, but in much more. It's really important for you to use this platform where as a way to, like you said, spread the word. Thais, can you read the next question, please, and answer it?
Yeah, I think that Melissa wants to talk. She just...
Oh, also, sorry, Melissa, go ahead.
Chill. Just like real quick, guys. There is such an amazing organization, which is São Paulo Invisível. Have you ever read something about it? São Paulo, you have this, sir. São Paulo Invisível is such an amazing organization, which totally spread the word, and in a respectful way, because there are people, I don't know if I'm being questionable saying that, or I don't know. I think there's people that try to show support in a way to promote themselves, So say that you are donating food and then you record the person that you are donating, I find it so questionable. I don't find it okay recording people that you're helping. And why I'm saying that, because this organization, São Paulo Invisível, they address the homeless people cause in such a respectful way, that it must be shared. That's it. São Paulo Invisível, guys. Go over Facebook, Instagram, and look it up. That's it.
Okay, so Thais, you can choose a question or you can read the next one. It's up to you.
Yeah, I didn't answer this actually. I just can answer and after read the next one.
Yeah, please.
No, just to say that I agree with you girls, and I think that it's very, very important to have these movements on internet and things like that, because create like a sense of community between people, because imagine a bad situation that you have conscious that's happening, like animal abuse or, woman abuse that happen a lot too, but you don't see nobody doing nothing. Like nobody on internet talks about, nobody makes a movement to, unite people and fight for a cause. So I think that's the sensation and the feeling about this kind of situation will be very, very, very worst, because with this movement, we feel very, oh my God, I forgot the word in Portuguese too, like
empowered?
Not capable. I don't know how to say. I just, sorry, what you said?
I was thinking empowered, like stronger, something like that.
yes, like the opposite, because we can't do nothing more for these kind of things, you know. Is that I
get
want
it.
to pass for you. Imagine the situation where nobody's are not doing nothing, you know. So just to say that I really believe on this movement that starts on internet, because do you remember the protest that's happened because the 20 cents that the bus like, because 20 cents people just, oh, I will not accept this, and nowadays like the gas are is 10 reais, you know, like very expensive, and nobody's doing nothing. But years ago had this movement and people are very angry. And do you remember that the price just back to the original price because of the movement of people, you know? So yes, guys, I think that makes change a lot. And well, okay, the question number 4 is, have you ever joined any online campaign? Which tools have you used? Profile picture. I think that we just answered that. Yes, I will just pass for number 5. In your opinion, do people get lazy by having access to the internet as a tool of activism? Is that keeping them away from taking action offline? What do you think, Luana?
I don't want to say lazy, but they get a comfort zone, you know. For many persons, for a lot of persons, a safe place, you know. You are online, you are signing the petitions, you are changing your picture profile, and you safe in your home, in your house, you know. And because nowadays, these days were so dangerous. Uh, get out of your house and fight, because you are we will be hurt. We will to be hurt. Serious or not, will be hurt. You know, and then I think in my case, if I can choose, I choose my house, my home with my family, and fight in the same time, you know.
I was thinking similar to you because it's comfortable to not expose ourselves that much, to not put ourselves out there. And I would say lazy. I consider myself lazy sometimes. I will be honest, because it's like there's so much happening, and sometimes I don't know what I should stand for. What are the causes? I know there are obvious causes, like you should fight racism and things like that. You should fight against harassment at the workplace, some things like that. But taking practical actions, it's hard for me at least, and I would say it's not keeping me away because there's nothing really standing um, behind in my back. You know, there is nothing standing in front of me, just an obstacle, a physical obstacle. But yeah, I would say lazy. What do you think, Thais?
Well, I really like the question and I really like your answer, especially yours, Luana. I think that's it's very hard because we have like the both sides, you know, like how I said in the other question. I think it's important. I think that makes difference. But at the same time, I think that there is the people that just use this movement to just, oh, I am part of the movement without doing nothing here, you know. Normally these people, normally no, but sometimes these people don't know why they are changing their profile pictures or posting a black picture on their Instagram, they just don't know the history, they just don't know the context. They are just being part of the movement because it's a trend, you know. And these people feel like a clean conscience while they put their heads on the pile, you know. So it's easy to be an activist like that, you know. I'm not saying that it's just a person that go to the street and fight with, you know, a paper on hands. It's good, but just I think that's very important to know the context. It's the minimum, you know, why you are doing that. Have a critical perspective of the situation. Just this, I think it's important. It's a very good thing to think, I think. Very things here. What about you, Mel?
You know, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm with you on that. And I like to say that I'm kind of afraid, you know, of joining these movements because we've seen Marielle. She was a politician and she was murdered, you know. She used to stand for a number of causes that I relate to, but guys, I find it pretty dangerous, you know, and I'm being honest, like I am pretty afraid, you know, of joining and showing my colors, you know. I'm pretty afraid. And there's a teacher of mine, which is Sirlene. She is pretty engaged in those movements. And as I said before, I joined a protest because of her, because she raised awareness for us students, and I find it that made sense in that back in the day. And Shirlene, this my Portuguese teacher, she shows up, you know. She stands for many causes, and all I think about is that, god damn it, what a brave woman to stand out there. And mainly thinking about our scenario nowadays, our political scenario nowadays. So I gotta say that I'm pretty afraid. And again, I find that online and offline activism, they both are pretty helpful, you know, because again, online activists raise awareness, you know, can educate people, even though there are few people that has access to internet and can educate themselves. Not gonna say like monarchy stuff, but mention it already, you know. There are people that has access to information, you know, and I don't have to educate nobody here or share anything, you know, to those who have access, to those who have access. So that's basically it, guys. I'm with you on that.
Okay, so we're running out of time, and we go back to the main room with everyone there. So I see you guys in a bit. We're just gonna see with everyone how the conversation went, okay? And thank you for being here today.
The time just flew, yes. Just passed very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
thought the same thing.
I love the subject. Very good.
And by the way, guys, we're not being lazy. If you think of yourself being lazy when it comes to activism, we're not, because we're here on YouTube and on TNT, and we can totally raise awareness through this channel. So we are free to talk about women harassment, racism, raise awareness through NASAs and every single social agenda, you know? So here we are, online activism. Do you agree with me?
Totally. And I just want to add that more important to protest and make part of this activism is to put on practice in the routine, you know, just don't be a bad person. Don't be, you know, a racist or a person who hurts animals or things like that. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and look up information if you have access to. That's it. We're all back. So Sarah is going to wrap up this meeting. Go ahead, Sarah.
Thais, you've come to the right place because you're so engaged with this cause, and it was really nice to talk to you. Thank you. And let me see, Ms. Ailey, how it was the conversation for you? Did you like it? Did you learn something?
Yes, I like it. I told you on the session, I've never heard about Islexism before today at this same naming, because the topic was really important to remember about a topic that society could discuss more. And else we discussed about the different point of ideas and the responsibility to do what you think on the internet.
So, Arthur, I want to ask you, what do you think about the influence famous people have on social media to raise awareness for causes and things like that? Do you think they have some responsibilities?
Yes. Do you ask about the 90 questions? The 8 questions, maybe.
Yeah, question number 9. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure about this. Another a few days ago, I saw in YouTube one kid and make a challenge because he saw the YouTuber making challenge, and the kid hurt how your body because he saw the YouTuber, and so famous have a very power about your follows. I think so.
So I want to ask, Andel, after today's meeting, do you believe online activism is effective? Do you think?
Oh my God. Well, I was discussing that, actually, I don't know how to answer it because in part, I do not believe, because in my opinion, it's making the people or letting the people kind of insensitive because it's just to click something, and sometimes we really need to face the problem, to feel the problem, to understand in person, because we are living on internet, but we have a lot of people, without internet. So I think it sometimes is a kind of, I don't know, superficial level of the stuffs that, make us think that it's important and so on, and we are changing the things, but actually it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I agree. We have to be more active in real life as well. Guys, I want to thank you for being here today. We're running out of time. We posted here some links. Melissa posted actually on survey. You can give us your feedback, and we also have the YouTube link so you can see yourself speaking if you are in the main one, or you can just watch the conversation and learn more if you want. And just don't forget to post your feedback because it's important. It's how we can improve. Okay. And I believe this is it. For more information, you can go to talkandtalk.com.br, and I hope to see you guys here again in the next days. And have a great night. Rest. Have a nice rest and sleep tight. Thank you guys. Good night.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
It was
Thank you,
awesome.
Sarah.
Perfect. I loved it. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.